Hello, my name is Lisa Philippi, and thank you so much for stopping by my YouTube channel today. Today I have a Christmas journal that I'm going to share with you that I have created, and it's going to be listed in my Etsy shop. This one, let's go ahead and measure it here. The journal measures about 8.5 inches tall by about 5.25 to 5.5 inches wide. This one does have 2 signatures. Let me go ahead and untie it here so I can show you. It's just tied together with a little bit of seam binding ribbon. But the way that I created this one, so the Santa Claus was a napkin. So the napkin I decoupaged onto a piece of coffee dyed cardstock because I wanted it to still have that vintage look. And then I fussy cut it out so that it was, because also I wanted it to have that sturdiness of cardstock. And then I fussy cut it out, and I used some dimensionals to kind of add it to the front so that it was raised up a little bit. And then I also added a little bit of glittery, like stickles, to the front. I'm hoping that glitter, it's just subtle. It's not a lot of glitter, and it's not the kind of glitter that's going to come off on anything. It's very flat. It's the stickles. But it just gives a little bit of shimmer, not too much, but in some lights you don't see it, from some angles you don't see it, but then other angles you do. So I really like the way that this turned out. I'm really happy with this journal. I did also add a little tassel right here on the spine. It's got about a 1-inch spine. So the first signature is, again, what is creating these layers here on the front, which I do have a video previously that I had made showing how I create that. So I can link that in the comments, or, in the description, I should say. Now, so when you open this up, the first page here is a pocket because I created that using an envelope. And then some of these pages are not too decorated. I wanted to leave a lot of space for you to add your own photos, to add your own memories. But I do have a lot of tuck spots, and a little, bits of ephemera that are added in. Let me go ahead and kind of show you up close here. What I did was just made a little tuck spot and then just added this little piece of ephemera in. Now, again, coffee dye my pages. I always want it to have a vintage, slightly grungy look, something that, to make it where it looks like it could have been found in your grandma's attic. This is a very vintage French book page that is that cotton rag paper. Feels really good. Just kind of a blank page, again, for writing or adding your own photos. A little library from the Library of Pocket, which I created this as a tuck spot so that you could still add something behind here, but it does have this little pocket here. Some vintage sheet music, which does flip out, so that does open up out, but I also added a little tuck spot here with these cute little snow people, and another little piece of ephemera here. And some of this was some scrapbooking paper, some 12 by 12 scrapbooking paper that I had that I coffee dyed, because again, I didn't want the white background to be stark white. And then here is the center of that very first signature. Again, I used an envelope to tie the signature closed inside that envelope, and then I just added the Santa, and then these little pockets, and again, some ephemera. Very vintage looking. This is probably from like the 50s era, I would guess. It's very, a lot of this reminds me of my childhood, not necessarily that I was born in the 50s, but I think because my mom had a lot of this, era of decorations when I was a kid growing up. So very nostalgic for me. I love it. The other side of that French book page. On this one, it's just a little sticker that I put on there. And then here on the back, you've got this pocket. Again, so that's a die cut pocket that I have So I think that might be an Anna Griffin die cut. I'm not really sure where I got that die cut from, but I love that pocket. I use it a lot here because it's a great size too for putting and something in. And this is a nice cardstock, journaling card, and that just goes right inside there. And then again, this is like the cover. So this is a good thick, heavy cover now of what starts the real journal. And again, I like to show you all of the lace and all of the ruffles and everything. And I even added a little charm right here, this little Christmas tree charm. But you've got color here with the red pom-poms and color using the ruffles. And so I just really love how this looks. And then let me go ahead and have a seat, and I'm gonna start here. So the inside of this front cover is, again, something that I do a lot if you've watched my videos before. I do like to do the 3 pockets because I just really like the way it looks. I guess it's a little bit busy, but you don't have to keep all of those things inside the pockets. You can take them all out. There's a lot of cute little things in here. Little fussy cut, a little Santa, but and you can rearrange these. You could use these throughout the journal, but I just like that look of all of the layers. So again, you've got tickets and little flashcard, a playing card, snowman and tickets, and I'll add the rest back in later. So set that aside. Some of these papers were digitals that I used, and then some of them are vintage, and some of them are scrapbooking papers that I've had for probably years. I added this little bag here, and again, I wanted to show this up close so that you can see. Sorry if I bumped this. Let me study. Some of these I added glitter. Again, that's that Stickles glitter that is subtle, but it adds just a little sparkle. So, and then inside this pocket, you've got a little recipe card. And again, like I said, you can notice all of the laces that I've added here on the edges. Here I have a pocket, and I made like a little cluster or collage. This was a vintage milk tab. I can't think of the word. And then just the Santa. And then this is actually a vintage, I think it's I don't know if it's an actual stamp. It says 1962. I guess it was regular stamp. I wasn't sure if it was a stamp or a Christmas seal. And then I have the paint sample that I have embossed, and another little snowman that I framed out on some nice good cardstock, and another little ticket. And I just love the way that the colors all worked together. And whoops, I'm going too fast. Another little tag here. Again, I've coffee dyed it to give it that, vintage look, and it's just paper clipped in. So, these can be removed. They can be moved around in different places. Some ledger paper. I don't think that one is vintage, but I think I coffee dyed it. I also like the way that one has that crinkle sound. And then a bingo card that I added a sticker to, and the ruffle. Again, I sewed the ruffles myself. Some fabrics that I had. I think that one is an Amity Bloom digital. Another French book page where I added a tab with some lace here, which is the idea I got from Beth's Journal Boutique. I love her work. And then another little smaller ledger type page that is coffee dyed. Another one of the digitals, and I'll link that digital kit. It's an Etsy shop here. I just can't think of the name of it right now. And then the pom-pom. And on this page, this was actually gift wrapping paper that I want to say I either got it at Marshall's or TJ Maxx. And I love it because it's a very, vintage looking. but I got it last year, and I just cut some pieces down and coffee dyed them. And here's where I have that charm added on. And then on the back of that one, again, I've just got a little bit of ephemera here, and another one of those embossed paint swatches. The paint swatch embossing idea I got from Heather at Rose Hill Paper Cottage. Love that idea. Love her work too. Gosh, I get inspired from so many other artists that make journals. Would love to someday be able to meet some of those other ladies as well. Love this page right here. I just think that the snowman is just adorable. And again, more writing space, place for you to put recipes or your photos. And here, another ledger paper with a snowman image here, paper clipped in, and then on the back, just another little cute, like, Christmas card front. Again, I've left some of the pages blank just because I wanted you to have plenty of room. There's a lot of pages in this book. If you count the pages front and back, just in this main signature, you have 72 pages when you count them front and back. Now, this, I just have the Santa. I didn't go ahead and attach it because I thought you might want to use your own photo for that, but I put that in with the Santa, and I hope that you can see the glitter on that Santa. I thought it just turned out really cute. And this is some of the paper that I coffee dyed with the vinyl doilies that creates that design in the paper. Another one of these little tabs on this page. And again, this is some kind of crinkly paper. It's coffee dyed, but it's a great place to write. Another Santa image here. And then this is the center of this signature. Again, I used an envelope so the envelope was disassembled, and then the signatures sewn into that, and then I re-glued the envelope together. And then I have a little thing here where I've just added some of the other stickers that I didn't use in case you wanted to use those stickers, throughout the book as well. So those are just kind of down in this envelope, in that little bag. And then here, another digital, and I'm just gonna kind of let you see. A lot of it is plain. This one also has some glitter on it as well. Another one of the tabs. This one actually has a couple of pieces here. It's got a Santa Claus and this little image that's also got some glitter on it as well. And just put that back in. And here we have a doily, and again, more writing space. Vintage sheet music. Another nice piece of ephemera. This one's nice and thick because I did use 3 layers, and she's also got glitter on her. I hope you can see that. And then this is also some really great vintage tatting that I added on that page. And then another ruffle here. Again, vintage book page, which this one is German. This one is the German book page, and you can see here that I reinforced that with some washi tape. And let's see, now on this one I added a little one of those stickers to a little piece of cardstock that was just to kind of create another little tuck spot, and I've just put some tickets there. And here I created a little belly band using some lace, and it's just a card front and an envelope. So again, I really just like the color on those. And another Santa Claus back here. And another, this one is cute, where I fussy cut her out and then just made that as to a little tuck spot with some tickets there. And again, kind of crinkly paper. Another Santa Claus and some ephemera there. And here on the back. Oh, this one's cute. I love this image. These little Christmas caroler children. And then this one here, you've got the other side of that pocket from the front. And on this one, you've got another little bingo card. And here we get to the back, and on the back cover, I made just a big pocket. I just felt like this was appropriate to put here at the back, Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night, and some other little pieces of ephemera. Again, this one is just a fussy cut card that I had printed and then cut out. That's on cardstock. And then this is a truly vintage bingo card. I found a whole set of bingo at a thrift store recently, and got the whole box that has all of the cards and all of the playing pieces. So I really was happy about that find. So again, I have this one listed in my Etsy shop, which I will also link below in the comments. I would love to hear your comments. And if you like my channel, I would be so happy if you would subscribe and give me the thumbs up or the like for the video. Again, thank you for watching, and I'm going to give you a real quick sneak peek of another journal that I have finished that is also Christmas but non-traditional in the colors, more in the pinks and the mint green. So this will be my next video coming soon. Again, thanks and have a great day. Bye.